Okay, this is coming into this drift mount, man. We are way out here in a remote area, and this is the way we're going in. Right?
It looks sketchy, man.
Ooh. Right there, man. Talk about low drawbridge. Anyway, okay, we'll see what's in here. We just came down through that hole. It kind of looks pretty bad, but it's actually pretty roomy. And this leads us into the drift mine access to this mine. And you can see, lo and behold, here's the rails. That is unreal that they are still in place. You just don't see that the rails are still here.
I see one side, but not both sides.
And we're going to be making our way through that haulage way. Get into the inside of the mine. It's about a good 200-300 feet to get in.
I would say it's 50-50 if it's going to be collapsed or not.
Absolutely, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, well, it's good we even were able to find this. All right. Okay, this is the passageway that we're heading into to get to the mine, and you can still see right there. Tramway rails are still there that'll lead us to the mine. Right here, this is one long haulage way going to the outside. So, man, it's humid in here.
Yeah.
But
the ship's not fogged up.
No. Still got a ways to go. All right. And there's some more of the minecart rails right there. There they are. And there's actually a set, one on each side. Look at that. Pretty remarkable.
That just being like that, it gives me a good indication that maybe the rails will extend the entire.
Absolutely. Better. Just got to get over that. And we'll video some more when we get out, or when we get near. We'll just put this up and get around it. Okay, we're making our way in this old mine entry. And we've got to go down through that breakthrough there. And we just came in from this direction right here. There's still rails down there. So this right here was the original passageway for the mine carts, but they did have a breakthrough going down to the lower section, so that's the way we're going to go. We don't know if we can go out that way, but this is the best alternative to get into the inner workings of this mine. Okay, we just had to come down through this breakthrough, and what we're in is a series of drift mines that nobody's been into for a long time, but we found an access point. And what it is you've got a series of drift mines going all the way up with breakthroughs, and they were connected. And it keeps on going back into the darkness. And some of the main workings of the mine will be further down below. They'll be more definitive. But no one's been in this section in a really, really long time. So we're, I think there was a whole section of rails up here. So we'll just see what we've got here. Okay, we would have come around that section, and you can see the minecart rails are still here, right there. Mr. Boggs has got his camera up here. Yeah. All right, Mr. Boggs, it's just around the corner here. All right, man. Let's see what else we can find out. Okay, see the mine heads off down in that direction. And we've got the minecart tramway rails right there that loop around the corner there. And they head off over in this direction towards the other side of the mine. It's remarkable that they left these rails intact, because usually it was one of they abandoned a section of a mine. It's one of the first things they did was take those rails. See them right here. They just cleared all this out right here, dropped it on these minecart rails here. This mine dates back to the 1890s. This section right here. All right.
Get a picture of you real quick.
All right. Okay, let's continue walking along this tramway line right here, which is incredible. You just don't normally see this. You'll see sections of a tramway line, but you won't see one at this distance. This amount of distance that is. $1890s. Late 1890s. Okay. And you can see it keeps going. So we'll try to get some more pictures and video. So, okay. Okay, we're still following this tramway line right here. Absolutely remarkable. It's still here. Talking about 130 years ago, probably. Okay, now here's where it'll start breaking up a little bit right here. You can see. I mean, the rails are, you can see where they had the clip braces to join them. They are in remarkably good condition. That's just because they're in this mine. Climate control. Yeah. We should rent this out as a storage space. Looks like this baby's gonna dead end right here. Okay, might have to drop down one other level, but this is the end. This is as far as they got in this section, and they hit this wall right here. So, but all the rails are still here. Yeah, it's it's remarkable. It's unheard of that they would have had this, but in here they would have used mules. They would have had mules. They had the headroom for it. But and this is it. This is the end of the work header right here.
This right here, you can see their
Drill marks.
drill marks.
Right there.
That's always cool to see. They were just drilling in here. Bunch of drill marks.
Okay, we're going to make our way back along the tracks here, and we're going to check out this is a huge mine, so it'll take us a while just to cover some of this. But remarkable that the rails are intact. Okay, we'll make our way down to the next levels. It'll keep going down, so we'll just keep making our way down there. Okay, we dropped down into this next level. This is actually another tramway line here without the rails. It would have gone straight to the opening, hundreds of feet back. These are support pillars, breakthroughs, and the mine will keep working all the way down. And low overhang right here. I don't know.
This video is sponsored by.
Had to clear that low overhang right there. I don't do good video and when I'm bent over. You see, it's huge. It's just like a gallery right here. But excellent headroom, man. We got about 8 feet, some places 10 feet. And we're coming dropping down in here to the next series of tramway lines right here. Of course, there's only some sparse sections, but the cross ties are still here. You can see it keeps dropping down. So. It's on up. It's a massive, massive mine. Okay.
Pretty spooky too, man.
Okay, coming up here to a really nicely stacked rock retaining wall. Gobbing, as they used to call it. They took excess rock, just stacked it up right here, and the rails would have been here. You can see. Nice stacked rock wall right here, and of course the tramway rails would have been right here.
So since this would make for a good photo,
Yeah,
why don't you do me a favor and go get those tramline rails
I will.
and bring them, stack them right here by the.
Okay, this should be heading to the other. They some of the ones they went to the. We're in another section. This would have led outside. You got the stacked rock wall here. Lots of rotted timber supports. Okay. And you see that leads down. It'll keep going too, man. It'll just keep going on down. And should be some rail spikes. There we go. There's the, these are rail spikes right here, left in place by the miners. Hadn't even been moved. 120 something years ago. They're brand new, never used. Right there. And this would have led to the outside right here. This was another access point coming into this mine. Right here. And tramway lines would have been right here. And it would have gone straight on through to the outside. You see some semblance of a little stacked rock wall right there. And it would have hit it right outside. You can see it's all collapsed now. So they really worked this mine. Had multiple points of entry and egress into this mine.
Dude, I was 99-1. We were getting in here one way or the other.
All right. Okay, we're making our way on down to the next chamber, next level. This will just drop all the way down inside the mountain. So, just came from that direction. So, all right, we'll head on down here. Okay, we dropped down through this breakthrough here. Still working our way down right here. And Mr. Boggs is following this wall. The miners built this wall right here to channel the water coming in from the upper levels because, you know, there were all kinds of underground aquifers. So to keep the water from reaching deeper into the mine, they built this crude concrete wall right here. And stretches on down. It'll keep going too. It'll buttress into the pillar and the water would channel all the way down. But there's some sections of rails and the mine just keeps going on down. So
Maybe this was.
and that right there is a, if you want to say an adit, they ended up stopping right there. That was a termination point for the rails right here. You can still see some sections of the rails. There's one section right there. It's a big mine, big. So, okay. All right. Okay, got that section of rail right there. Got the retaining wall for the water. And we're making our way down this way right here. And you can see where they had just stacked up all this stuff. And you can still see the retaining wall right there. right here. I think Mr. Box has found an inscription. And there's still some wooden support timbers. Like I said, this is just a whole nother section of this huge mine dating back to the 1890s. So, all right.
Yeah, I didn't have my glasses, so it was hard for me to see if I was at the right spot or not.
Hold on. Okay. Okay, we're tracking along this big work header right here for this is where the water is being channeled. And you can still see they've got remnants of the concrete, little low concrete wall right there. And that's a breakthrough into another lower section. You can see when they dug all this thing out. Good to wear boots. You can see this goes into the more upper reaches of the mine right here. The ceiling's not definitive. It'll go up, down, up, down. You'll have some low spots, and then it'll open up again. Okay, we have moved quite a few hundred feet. I mean, maybe 600 along this passageway. And this is, might not be able to see it because there's water, but they built this long rock retaining wall in 1912, 1912. And a miner, looks like somebody used their finger C, but that's 1912 is when they built this. And this will drop into another lower section, and this will keep going for hundreds of more feet. So, Mr. Box is coming down this way. Okay, came through that breakthrough right there, and this right here is as far as you can go in this section right here, because inevitably in every mine you're going to hit water. Somewhere there's going to be water. So this is the water line for this. And see, it stretches on into the darkness right there. But below that, this massive mine is forever underwater. So anyway. So there are some stacked rocks right there for some reason. Anyway, we'll proceed to head on back up there and join Mr. Box right there. It's all right. Okay. came out of that breakthrough. It's got some remains of the minecart cross ties. There was a lot of timber supports in here too, but they've all rotted away, just about all of them. The time. Huh. Somebody, looks like almost like somebody had a fire in here one time. Huh? Oh yeah. Okay. Alright. At least got good headroom. That's the main thing after some of these other ones we've been in. So, it's a massive underground workings. I mean, they really worked this mine out. There's Mr. Box down there. And you've got another breakthrough down there. Take this on towards the end here. We'll clear all this and then we'll film some more here. Okay, dropping into this lower level here. It's like it's just a maze when you come back in here. Got a roof support right there. There they are. There's some barrels over there. We have a good feeling. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Moonshine?
Moonshine.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Absolutely, man. We just knew there had to be the remains of a moonshine still in here, and that is a whiskey vat right there. We've seen too many of these. So, actual moonshine still remains. Right there, there's the barrel, probably linseed oil cans, all this stuff. These boys had to come back 600-700 feet minimum into this mine to make this moonshine. But here's another whiskey vat. You can see where they had a fire going at one time. And there's another whiskey vat remains right there.
Yeah, it looks like what they did is they dug this out right here.
Yeah.
Dug that down, and that's where they had the fire. Instead of propping it up.
Yeah, set it on either side of the pit. I think we saw that in another mine. But there's the barrels.
See if they're axed up.
Yeah.
Revenuers.
Well, they're pretty torn up. Yeah. So, but they actually had a moonshine still way back in this mine. Okay, this, like I said, this is the remains of probably several large moonshine stills right here in this mine. And we've seen too many of these in coal mines. These are the sour mash pots, I guess that's how they call them, whiskey vats. So all kinds of barrels. Found out doing some research, these big square things are linseed oil. Don't know what the components of that mean to making whiskey, but anyway. And I guess they must have taken it out right down there. See, you got the water right there. But these crafty moonshiners were deep back in this mine. I mean, we're probably a good 800-900 feet maybe from the opening, where it used to be an opening. But pretty incredible. This whole group of guys back in here, man. There's probably a moonshine bottle right there. But that's probably the way they took it out. But crafty moonshiners, man. Right there. Oh, look at that. There's a miner's shoe, or a moonshiner's shoes right there.
Yep.
Right there. That's not a miner's shoe, that's a moonshiner's shoe. And that looks like some rubber hosing that they had. The only thing we're probably missing is the copper wires. We've only seen a few of those, but
Shit!
well, he just crashed into a moonshine barrel, folks. That could have been. I just did the same thing. Oh my God! Well, that's on video. Oh wow. Okay. Well, we'll quit with the video and take some pictures. Okay, we're gonna make our way out of the Moonshine section of this mine here. It's incredible. It looks like they had about at least 3 vats going. You see that one right there. And that's a very rare. Most of these are gone. It's not going to be much longer before it collapses, but that is actually a wooden timber support right there. And we'll make our way back on up this way. And looks like somebody, maybe one of the moonshiners, actually had a fire right here. They've got a stacked rock wall right here that could have held one of the vats. I don't think the miners built that. Probably the moonshiners right there. Huh. Yeah, it looks like something the moonshiners might have made. So, anyway, we've got to make our way all the way back up hundreds of feet to get back out. But a super historic mine, 1890s. So we'll make our way on up out of here. Okay, we're making our way on up this passageway, and just came out through that breakthrough, and heading on out. Remains a wooden timber support. You can see, well, it's raining this water. These aquifers come into this mine. Yeah. Okay, and we'll be heading back down this way. So, okay, this is, like I said, we're making our way on back out, but it's just a maze. When you come in here, you better know where you're going. And we've got to still go up. There's a nice little can right there. Huh. Yeah. And we gotta head on up through this. You can see all the breakthroughs, passageways. Yeah, you get in here and don't know where you're going. You're in a world of freaking hurt, man. You can see how, now this, yeah, this is how narrow this ceiling gets. But that's where we're going, that dark spot right there. And that leads down to the other sections of the mine. Okay. Okay, man, that is daylight right there. That's how tight that squeeze is that we had to come down into. Just thought I'd video. I didn't video anything coming down on the initial drop. But nice breeze coming out. But this was actually the top of the drift mine. We've come on back, and Mr. Box is coming up right now just to tell you that he is actually on the ceiling. coming up.
That's a tight squeeze, man.
It is, man. And, but that, once you clear that, it's clear sailing, as we found out going in. But anyway, but this will take us on to the outside, man. Good trip, sir.
Absolutely, man.
All right, we will have to head on back in here at another future date. More to explore. All right.